Let us say you're dreaming about a multi-hull, a boat that will take you and your family safely and swiftly to far horizons. She must be fast, comfortable, and well built. In your search, you have eliminated monohulls and are focusing purely on catamarans. Have you considered the clever Neel Trimaran range? Hi, my name is Gregor Tarjan, founder and owner of Aeroyacht Multihull Specialists. In this episode 4 of our mini-series Catamarans, Arts and Science, I will discuss in details the many advantages of Neel Trimarans, Neel company background, and the DNA. Neel Trimarans have firmly established themselves on the multi-hull market. It is a 10-year-old French company located on the shores of La Rochelle, passionately run by its founder, Eric Brunel. To understand the Neel Trimaran philosophy, you must realize who Eric is, where he came from, and what he wants to achieve. Eric has tons of experience in the world of building multi-hulls, as he has been one of the top managers and early partners at Fontaine Pajot. With unmatched experience of 1,000 plus cruising catamarans under his belt, he certainly knows what sailors are looking for. He's not simply a corporate suit. Eric is a die-hard competitor. After designing and building Trilogique, a trimaran ocean racer, he amazingly won the single-handed transatlantic race and the Fastnet race, and came in second in the grueling Route du Rhum. I had the pleasure of sailing with him on Trilogique many times, and she represented a reliable, fast, and very strong trimaran that could sail circles around most any sailing craft. However, with a bucket as a toilet, she was not something that cruisers and their families would aspire to. Long story short, his next design was the 50-foot Just Makes Sense, and she represented the start of the true Neel company and DNA. She was not only a fast and reliable ocean cruiser, but also one of the most comfortable liveaboard yachts imaginable. She was so unique that she even had standing headroom in her basement. Just imagine that, a basement in a boat. I'm proud to say that Aeroyacht was one of the first US dealers for Neel, and we sold Just Makes Sense more than a decade ago. Shortly thereafter, Neel announced the award-winning Neel 45 and the current lineup, of which more than 120 boats have been built. The present models are the brand new Neel 43, the Neel 47, the Neel 51, which is behind me, and the gigantic Neel 65, on which I'm sitting on right now. Neel Trimaran's advantages over catamarans. Let's discuss them. To understand the advantages of Neel Trimarans, let us analyze their safety, price, volume, and speed. Let's look at the aspect of safety first. Personally, my number one consideration for any boat. 3 hulls will have more watertight compartments than 1 or 2 hulls. That's pure logical. That is the bottom line when it comes to minimizing the consequences of a collision. If you flood one main compartment on a monohull, you will sink. On a catamaran, you will capsize and maybe sink, depending on where the flooding occurs and how the boat is constructed. If you breach a main compartment in any of the 3 hulls on a Neel Trimaran, you will most probably sail home. This is a huge difference in safety and should be taken very, very seriously. The Trimaran platform will be the better sailboat and will also provide you with more active safety. This means you will feel the wind and the gusts through the slight heel and via the mechanical helm. You will sense and know earlier when the boat is overburdened and the need to reduce sail area. A tri will also point much higher into the wind and be more weatherly than a monohull or a catamaran. She will be a lot faster too. This means you can reduce exposure time and can claw yourself off a lee shore. A Neel Trimaran will outsail foul weather in which slower cats or monohulls will be stuck in. Lastly, the motion of a tri will be the gentlest of all types of sailboats. Because of the clever design and the varying hull rocker shapes of the main hull and the amas, the Neel will also tack like a dinghy, while some of the heavier wedding cake cats will turn on their engine to tack. The motion of a tri is milder too, not too fast as some high buoyancy cats, nor too wallowing and slow as heavier, less stable monohulls. This means that you and your crew will be more rested and less prone to seasickness and seamanship errors. At the end of the day, a Neel Trimaran will provide you with much more active and safety aspects than any other sailing craft. Let us now talk about the business end, the price. For the same price as a well-equipped production catamaran, you can buy a brand new Neel Trimaran of the same length and the same volume. Neel Tris are extremely competitive when it comes to price, comfort and speed. I know of no other yacht that can offer this ratio. In terms of volume, they offer larger accommodations than a catamaran, yet have the added advantage of having the master suite on the main deck with perfect sea views. Neither a catamaran nor a monohull can offer this. Neel Trimaran's beam is just slightly larger than a cat, which makes the common livable platform on the main deck even bigger. This means if you can house 15 people on a cat's main deck, you can invite 5 more guests on a Neel Tri without tripping over them. Ergonomically, 3 hulls instead of 2 give you more options on privacy by dividing the accommodations into self-contained suites. At the end of the day, the Neel range of tris provide the serious ocean voyager with a very viable alternative with few, if any, disadvantages. Some will criticize the slightly wider beam of a trimaran and the fact that they lack the redundancy of twin engines and rudders, while others will see this as an advantage in stability and simplicity. No matter which camp you belong to, the advantages of Neel Trimarans are real and cannot be ignored. Take a look at the Neel 43. Size-wise, she is placed smack in the middle of the most competitive segment of the multihull market. Her success is undeniable as more than 30 units were ordered sight unseen within 30 days of her introduction. So if you would go about selecting a fast, reliable and strong multihull solely by facts, I think the Neel makes one of the most intelligent and logical choices. I hope that this episode offered some new insights and that you got some enjoyment by watching. A lot more information and technical articles are on our Aeroyacht.com website and in my books on catamarans. You can purchase them via Amazon and ebooks. If you want to follow more episodes of our 22-part mini-series as they become available, please make sure that you subscribe and like this channel so you do not miss any. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you on the water on a multihull.